We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello students, today we will see about the nucleic acid and proteins. This is a 1 hour topic included in a biochemistry of 3rd semester. So introduction, each cell of our bodies contains thousands of different proteins. How do cells know which proteins to synthesize out of extremely large molecules of possible amino acid sequences? The transmission of hereditary information took place in the nucleus, more specifically in the structure called chromosomes. The hereditary information was thought to reside in genes with chromosomes. Chemical analysis of nuclei shows chromosomes are made up of largely of proteins called histones and nucleic acids. So what is nucleic acids? So they are the backbones of chromosomes. They are divided into the ribosomes. Nucleic acids, that is RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acids, that is DNA. DNA stores the genetic information of organisms and transmits their information from generation to another. RNA translates the genetic information contained DNA into proteins needed for all cellular functions. So RNA and DNA are unbranched polymers. They are monomers and called nucleotides. So what is nucleotide? It's composed of nitrogen base pair, that is amines, and sugars, that are monosaccharides, and phosphates. These are the illustration for that how the nucleotide is formed. So what are the bases? They are pyridine and purine bases. In the pyrimidine, cytosine, thymine, and uracil is there, and in purine, adenine, and guanine is there. So, what are the sugars can be used for the RNA DNA? For the RNA, the D-ribosugars is there, and for the DNA, the 2-deoxy D-ribosugars is there in the structure of DNA. So, what is the nucleoside? When a nitrogen when a nitrogen atom of the base form a glycosidic bond into C1 of the sugar, so there is a formation of nucleoside. So nucleoside is nothing but base plus sugar. This is a structure for that. So nucleoside, to name the nucleosides derived from pyrimidine base, use the suffix idine. To name the nucleoside derived from purine base, use the suffix ocene. For deoxyribonucleosides, add the suffix deoxy. These are the structures and how the various bases attached to the various sugar part and how they are nomenclature for that. So nucleotide forms the uh, hydroxyl on C5 of the sugar bonds to form phosphoric acid. So this is the nucleotide deoxycytosine and phosphate linkage. The name cytosine 5 monophosphate is derived from cyclic CMP nucleotide. This is a structure for that. The name deoxy adenosine 5 monophosphate is derived from DEMP. Primary structure of DNA RNA. This is how the primary structure is formed with the diesterase, phosphodiesterase bond, and that carries the important information for protein synthesis. So each phosphate is linked to C3 dash and C5 dash for two sugars. So primary structure of DNA consists of a nucleotide, and nucleic acid, a chain of nucleotides. Like amino acids, the base sequence is read from C5 dash free phosphate to the C3 dash free hydroxyl. Secondary structure. The DNA model proposed in Watson and Crick in 1953, and there is two strands of polynucleotide form a double helix. structure like a spiral. And this is a 3D structure that how the helical the two strand DNA look like. Secondary structure in that this is the secondary structure of that DNA, that how it will form. A purine base always hydrogen bonds to the pyrimidine base. This is a complementary base pair structure of the higher structure of DNA. DNA is coiled around proteins called histones. Histones are rich in basic amino acids. Acidic DNA bases histones attack each other and form a chain of nucleosomes. This is the structure of nucleosome. Higher structure of DNA, chromatin, condensed nucleosomes. They are the condensed nucleosome. The how it looks like. It's a kind of solenoid structure. Higher structure of DNA. Chromatin fibers are organized into loops and loops into bands that provide the superstructure of chromosome. Chromosome and gene. DNA molecules contains around millions of nucleotides, while RNA molecules have only thousand. DNA is contain the chromosomes of nucleus. Each chromosomes having a different types of DNA. Humans have 46 chromosomes, 23 base pairs, each made up of many genes. A gene is portion of DNA molecule responsible for synthesis of single protein, generally 1000 to 2000 nucleotides. Difference between the DNA and RNA. DNA have 4 bases, while RNA has also 4 bases, but the thiamine and thiamine is in DNA and uracil in RNA. In DNA, sugar is 2-D-ribose, and in RNA, the sugar is D-ribose. DNA is almost always double-stranded helical structure, and RNA is single-stranded. RNA is much smaller than DNA. So RNA molecules transmits the genetic information needed to operate the cell. The ribosomal RNA. Most abundant RNA is found in ribosomes, sites for protein synthesis. Messenger RNA carries genetic information from DNA nucleus to ribosomes in cytoplasm for protein synthesis. They are induced, so they are produced in transcription of DNA. Transfer RNA, tRNA, the smallest RNA, transfers the genetic information in mRNA and brings specific amino acids to the ribosome for protein synthesis. Function of DNA: it reproduces itself and when cell divides, that is replication. It supplies the information to make up RNA, proteins, and enzymes. Replication: separation of two original strands and synthesis of two new daughter strands using original strands to as templates. So by breaking hydrogen bonds, we have structure like this. In that we can see the DNA polymerase is there for making the new strand. DNA lagging strand is there, and DNA ligase is there for making the new strand. And how the DNA gyrases operate for twisting and coiling of that newly uh, synthesized strand. So replication is bidirectional, takes place in the same speed at both directions. Replication is semi-conservative. Each daughter molecule has one parent strand and one newly synthesized one. Origin of replication: specific point of DNA where replication origin. Replication fork: specific point of DNA where replication is proceeding. Replication occurs at many places simultaneously along the helix. So this is again the same diagram is there, how the replication takes place. Here the few terms are there. What is the leading strand? Is synthesized continuously in the 5-3 directions towards the replication fork. Lagging strand is synthesized discontinuously in the 5-3 direction away from the replication fork. So replication generally involves the replisomes, assemblies of enzyme factories. These are the components and these are the functions. For example, helicase is there. It usually has a function of unwinding the DNA double helix. The primase enzyme is there. It usually involved in synthesis of primers. clamp protein is there. It involves the threading of leading strand. DNA polymerase is there. Its function is joining of assembled nucleotides, and ligase is a function of joining Okazaki fragments in leading strand. So helicase, it usually unwinds the uh, DNA double helix, and it involves the replication of DNA starts with the unwinding of the D1 helix. Primases catalyzes the synthesis of primers. DNA polymerase catalyzes the formation of a newly strand. This is the illustration for that. Ligase in the formation of lagging strand and small fragments Okazaki. Those are joined together by ligase enzyme. This is the illustration for that. Protein synthesis. Now in protein synthesis, genetic expression should be required, and for that activation of the gene to produce the specific protein is necessary. Only a small fraction, 1 to 2% of the DNA in the chromosome contains genes. So base sequence of the gene carries the information to produce the one protein molecule. It requires the change of the sequence to produce the new protein. Genetic expressions. It involves the two separate reactions, that is transcription and translation. Transcription involves the synthesis of mRNA, that is messenger RNA, and translations, it involves the use of the information to produce a new protein. So transcription is a kind of genetic information is copied from one gene to in DNA to make the mRNA. It begins when the section of the DNA that contains the gene to be copied unwinds, and genetic polymerase enzymes identify at starting point to begin mRNA synthesis. So transcriptions, DNA splits into two strands. Template strands is used to synthesize RNA, and coding strand it is not used to synthesize RNA. Transcription process from 3 days end to 5 days end of the template. When mRNA is released, the double helix of the DNA reforms. So this is a transcription. Polymerase enzymes moves along the unwound DNA forming bonds between the bases. So how the RNA polymerase moves? Here is the illustration. So from template strand the DNA below, write out the mRNA and information strand of DNA sequence. So this is a template strand, mRNA strand, and information strand. This is how translation takes place. When the mRNA is ready, it moves out of the nucleus and goes to ribosome, and then tRNA converts the information into the amino acids, and those amino acids are placed in the proper sequence, and after that protein will be synthesized. So genetic expression, how it will take place, is the complete overview of that, from the DNA to from the replications to the transcriptions to the translations, and finally the protein synthesis. So what is genetic code? Genetic code is the language that relays the series of nucleotides in mRNA to the amino acid specified. The sequence of the nucleotides in the mRNA determines the amino acid order for the protein. Every these bases along the mRNA make up a codon. Each codon specifies a particular amino acids, and codons are present for all or 20 amino acids. So this is how the genetic code look like in the different gene patterns, and how AUG signals the translation initiation as well as the coding for forming. Genetic code. 64 codons are possible from the triplet combination of A, G, C, and U. Codons are written from the 5 days end to the 3 days end of the mRNA molecule, and UGA, UAA, and UAG are the stop signals, code for termination of protein synthesis. AUG has two rows. That is, the one codon is there, signals the start of the protein synthesis at the beginning of the mRNA, and specify the amino acid methionine in the middle of the mRNA. So tRNA has a function of translations of codons into the specific amino acids. It has 70 to 90 nucleotides, and it is the acceptor strand and the anticodon strand. This is how it looks like. This is the translation how it looks like. And protein synthesis, mRNA attaches to the smaller subunit of the ribosome. tRNA molecules bring specific amino acids to the mRNA, and peptide bonds are formed between the amino acids and the end of the grooving peptide chain. The ribosome moves along mRNA until the end of the codon. That is translocation, and the polypeptide chain is released from the ribosome and becomes an active protein. And finally, terminations are there. As we have already mentioned, the UAA, UGA, and UAG are the stop codons. No tRNA to complement the termination codon, and enzyme releases the complete polypeptide chain from the ribosome. Amino acids form the three-dimensional structure that is active protein. Translation involves the three steps: initiation, elongation, and the terminations. In the final step, the complete protein has been removed. Mutation. It is a heritage change in DNA nucleotide sequence. It changes the sequence of amino acid structure, function of the protein. Enzyme cannot be catalyzed, and generally the X-rays, overexposed sun rays, and chemicals and viruses are responsible for that. However, some mutations are random events. So, what is the effect of mutation? That is, altered DNA will be limited to the cell and its dangerous daughter cell. It may produce the cancer, germ cell, in that the genetic disease will happen. So, types of mutation: point mutation is there, and the framship mutation is there. In the point mutation, for example, in hemoglobin, substitution of just one amino acid can result in fatal disease like sickle cell anemia. And no more amino acids are needed. A need protein is not synthesized, the organism will may die. Framship mutation, in that deletion mutations occurs when one or more nucleotides are lost from the DNA. And this is how look like. And insertion mutations occurs when one or two more nucleotides is added to the DNA molecule. Silent mutation has a negligence effect on the organism because the resulting amino acid is identical. So this type of mutation has no effect. Recombinant DNA is a synthetic DNA contains segments from one set, and there's the key elements of the recombinant DNA molecule, enzyme, and gene from the second organism. So this is how the recombinant take place inside the DNA molecule, and how the recombinant DNA will take place with the vector molecules, and finally the PCR chain reactions. PCR amplifies a specific portion of the DNA and producing millions of exact copies. And the elements are needed to amplify DNA for PCR are segments of DNA, primers, DNA polymerase enzyme, and nucleoside triphosphates. How to use a PCR to amplify a sample of DNA? So this is how several take place is there. Step number 2 is there. How there? Step number 3 is there. And DNA fingerprinting. This is for information only, that how the DNA is used in various areas. DNA fingerprinting is used for identification purpose. Viruses also have the viral RNA, and how that take place is over here. The protein synthesis of the virus spike proteins are there. This is the end of the lecture. Thank you.